Welcome back. You're listening to Get Down to Business, and as promised, I'm joined here in studio by Bernie Small, who is Mr. Networker, and I know your day job is as a realtor for sale realty in Grays Lake, but you pride yourself on those relationships that you build out in the community. Bernie, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Shalom. I appreciate you having me coming here on a Sunday and Memorial Weekend.
Absolutely. So, Bernie, tell us a little bit about your business and tell us how you got into the world of networking.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm Bernie. I'm a licensed realtor. And opposed to those who are realtors, I do not go for family. I don't go for friends. I don't go sending out postcards. I network. And my clientels are the busy person. That's exactly who I take. If you're busy, you're for me. If you're not for busy, then you're not for me. Yeah. I'm more of a consultant. A concierge is what I am. My mentor is Mr. Quinn O'Brien, who's the broker of For Sale Realty. He's the number one broker in Lake County, and he's taught me everything, what to do. So I'm learning every single day.
So I know you host a number of networking events, and certainly folks can find you all over on LinkedIn, but we'll talk LinkedIn in a few minutes. Bernie, tell us about the events that you're hosting.
All right. So I live in Logan Square, and all you got to do is go to the Logan Square Chamber of Commerce website. I am plastered on page 1. You can find out all about the events. You can find out the links where I'm going to be. I've been doing this for 5 years. I've been doing this.
Sounds like it works well for you in business.
Yes, it does. It's the second Monday of each month. Next couple months, it's at the library, the Logan Square Library in Chicago. And it's free. It is. I'm a strong believer that, you give a lot and you get back a lot.
That's for sure.
I'm more of a connector. If people are looking for jobs or they're looking for strategic partners, I tell the folks at my networking event, if you're coming here to sell something, it's not going to work because, you have to build a relationship. You have to trust the person.
So if there's one lesson, one message that our listeners can come across with after listening to Get Down to Business this week that they could put into motion, maybe not tomorrow because of the holiday, but later this week in their business to set them up for a successful week in networking or connecting or certainly business growth, what do you think that lesson or that tip that you would want them to put into practice would be?
Well, it would be that partnerships are a building block of networking. You might not meet someone that very first time, but you'll know someone that can provide you with the introduction. It's consistency and friendliness are the key along with a follow-up.
That's for sure. The consistency is key to the follow-up, and it is about building a relationship. You don't use that term building lightly, just like you build a house. And you are in the real estate world. I'll see another thing or two about this, but just like you build a house, it takes time, and it's over time that it's really established into a home. So that's very important. Networking is very much like that. And I know you are very committed to LinkedIn. Do you think LinkedIn is a social media tool that business professionals need to be taking advantage of, or is it sort of an optional sort of thing?
It's a definite yes. It is. I invite every single person who's listening to please connect with me on LinkedIn. Also on LinkedIn, you can find out everything I do. I do a lot of things I do. So if you want to know more about me, just go to my LinkedIn profile. But that's where connections are made. That's where those who are looking for jobs can actually post their resume. That's where those who are looking for connections, if you're looking for XYZ, you post, I'm looking for XYZ, someone will know someone who can make a connection.
Bernie, I know that I get some emails from you the beginning of the month, which are very helpful in letting me know about some upcoming events that you're involved in, but also other events that other people are involved in. Is there one good resource that you would recommend for our listeners that are looking to, maybe they've been inspired by what you had to say about networking and relationship building? Is there a website that or place that you would recommend, a chamber, a group, an organization that small business people should be looking to sort of get started in networking?
They should go to where they live. They should go to their chamber of commerce, wherever they happen to live. I live in Logan Square. Shout out to Paul Levin. He's the chamber director. That's where I go. If you're in Skokie, you go to the Skokie chamber. But, you need to start, I guess you would say, in your own backyard and build out. That way people will know you, and they'll know someone who can refer you to help you with whatever you need to be.
Well, that's great. Certainly, Mr. Networker himself, Bernie Small, from For Sale Realty, but also very involved in hosting events, and love seeing your updates on LinkedIn. So I know one of the ways people can get a hold of you is through LinkedIn. But in the meantime, if our listeners have questions about properties, about real estate, if they have questions about networking, how can people get a hold of you?
My phone number, I'm out there. My phone number, if you get your pen and paper, you got it? Okay, the number is area code 773. And the phone number is 354-1066. Again, all this is on LinkedIn, my profile. My profile is Bernard Small. And, it's that simple. Because I would give an email, but it would get all jobbled up. And, folks would be calling you, Shalom, and go like, can you have Bernie's number again? So just
you're easy to find online. Well, we appreciate your insight. Appreciate the information. Check out Bernie Small on LinkedIn, and make sure you put into practice some of those tips that he just provided about taking advantage of LinkedIn and networking. And coming up, I'll be sharing some comments on women in the workplace. It's interesting. 2015 was the year women broke into two of the most powerful boys clubs in the world, the National Football League and the race for the U.S. presidency. I'll be telling you a little bit about that. Coming up after the break, Get Down to Business is powered by Tandem HR, your solution center. Check them out online, tandemhr.com, or give them a call, 630-928-0510. You can always get on my website, shalomklein.com, or you can hear and download my conversations with folks like Bernie. Don't touch that dial.